behind the baller. My life is more than money and jewelry. My story's so crazy, dog. I said make a movie behind the baller. I went from playing sports to exotic whips. Ain't gotta tell me, dog, I know I'm the shit behind the baller. My life is more than money and jewelry. My story's so crazy, dog. I said make a movie behind the baller. I went from music exec to this podcast. Now I finally feel at home at last behind the baller.
What's up, internets? This is your boy, Ben Baller, not Ben Humble, aka the Korean Clark Griswold, and you are listening to another brand new episode of the award-winning, world-famous Behind the Baller podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Dust Brothers production for those of you who didn't know, and this is 100% professional podcasting. By the way, we are on fucking fire when it comes to our ratings. But yo, enough with the small talk. Let's get into this show. By the way, internets was a term that Combat Jack used to say, right? If you don't know who Combat Jack is, then, go fuck yourself. But he is a legend in the game, was a legend, one of the early podcasters, and rest in peace. He was actually the first podcast that I ever did. Amazing dude, big dude in hip hop. Didn't even know we were tied together in a music deal, just randomly, and it was just fucking crazy. He didn't even fucking mention it to me. There's some people who just will never talk about their fucking accolades or anything, and just crazy. It just was mind blowing, and good for those people. That ain't me, right? I talk my shit, but yo, is Mercury still in retrograde? Like ever since that full moon a few days ago, shit's been getting real spooky on the internet. Okay, and I'm serious. Is the world going mad, right? And before we discuss some things like the obvious, my boy Michael Rapaport going hard against my homie Kevin Durant and going up, this Barstool Sports shit coming in with the low blows. And look, I'm going to speak, I'm going to give my 2 cents in a minute. But yo, your boy KTZ, aka K-Town, just picked up a brand new 2021 Dodge Hellcat Red Eye. Okay, now look, the Red Eye ain't a regular Hellcat, right? It ain't the same shit. It ain't Daytona. It's a different thing. Sorry to be like straight with you. I know it's a hood favorite and everything. The Hellcat's already like a big feat, but nah, the fucking Red Eye is definitely a different level. All right, if you got an SRT8, Jeep Cherokee, Grand Cherokee, it ain't a Trackhawk. You feel me? And this is that big of a difference, but I think it's even more because that wide body kit, yo, this is a fucking beast. 800 horsepower of pure American Detroit muscle. Shit is a monster, right? And let me tell you something. I've owned a few American cars, okay? And this ain't like that 2007 SRT8 Charger that I once had. And I like that car a lot, but they've come a long way since then, okay? This ain't even like my 2020 Jeep Trackhawk, okay? This bitch is meaner than Christian Okoye on a blast play, okay? Right up the middle, right in that knocking that motherfucking linebacker down, knocking motherfucking strong safety, free safety, touchdown, okay? The car was sitting of all places, the car was sitting at O'Gara Coach, right? AKA McLaren Rolls-Royce of Beverly Hills. And I knew when I browsed on that page, I was like, yo, it was fucking super late at night. And I woke up early in the morning, hit the press. Yo, I know these guys have no idea what this car is. I'm sure they don't even care because the car is going for $20,000, $25,000 over sticker. Okay. So I hit the store manager up, texted her at 8 in the morning, was like, yo, listen, you need to hold that fucking car. Shit. I was actually signing my Crenshaw cards with the Beckett rep at my house, right? And a few people that day before I even got in tried to buy the car. So, You got excellent credit. You ain't got to worry about that bullshit. You got a relationship with the dealer. They're going to deliver the car to my house. It'll take like 10 minutes to do some paperwork, but fuck that. Like I finished my autograph shit early. I was like, I don't want to wait no more. Fuck, I'm like, I'm about to go to fucking Beverly Hills and go pick up this car myself. So I went straight to that fucking O'Gara coach, and I pulled up, signed all the papers and shit, and then I got in a motherfucking Hellcat and took that bitch like a 2-minute drive straight to the Ferrari dealer. You know what I'm saying? And I went straight to the Ferrari dealer to order my SF90 Spider, because as you guys know, I sold my SF90 to a friend, actually, my boy JT, and he actually lives in New Orleans. It's a ballin' ass white boy. But anyways, I spec'd and ordered, put in my order legit, put my money in and everything. SF90 Spider, which is gonna go for even more money than my coupe did. So this motherfucker might hit for $1 million when it come out. Like no joke. Like this motherfucker might hit for an M for a ticket. You know what I'm saying? And I'm probably gonna be first delivery on that bitch. And in fact, I'm sorry, I am gonna be first delivery, which means I'm probably gonna have this car January of 22, and I can't wait. Look, the SF90 Spider is a different beast than the SF90 Coupe, okay? The top comes off without any storage space worries, and it still has a clear engine bonnet. It's got all that shit. It actually looks better than the fucking Coupe, so it's just, I'm excited, right? Spec that bitch pretty much the same, except this time I didn't want to go cheap. I ordered the $30,000 carbon fiber wheels, right? Motherfuckers like, oh, why you being cheap? I'm like, bro, $30,000, you could buy a fucking Fiat. You could buy a Corolla, right? You could buy a fucking car with that money for just the fucking wheels. But look, the previous years, the previous years of exotics, 488, 458, even 360, whatever, they didn't have that clear bonnet, okay? All right? When you see a Lamborghini, like a fucking, the Aventador and stuff, you can't see, that shit's blocked. Because when you get a convertible, you get a Spider, it's like a different thing. It's like not the same. This shit has that full clear bonnet so you can see that lovely Italian masterpiece engine, all right? And of course I spec that bitch black, okay? I need that shit blacker than a Bible, all right? Need that bitch blacker than a church shoe, all right? So anyways, got in the car, left my boy Brandon and James, Ferrari Beverly Hills, and I smashed up Coldwater Canyon, right? Just having a good time, trying to, figure out the car. Like, it didn't have no sunroof. And I'm like, I ain't had a car without a sunroof in a long time, except for like an exotic car, right? It's different. There have been a couple cars that have no sunroof. But anyways, I realized I don't even use a sunroof that much. I love having the panoramic roof, but I just don't use that shit. So anyways, I'm smashing up Coldwater Canyon, and I decided to make a right on Mulholland Drive, go a different route. So I make a right on Mulholland Drive, and I made that red eye do what it do, okay? I put that bitch in track mode, paddle shifted on, activated the red key. For those of you who don't own an SRT8 or a Hellcat or fucking all that shit, you probably don't know what the fuck that means. But maybe you need to research and find out what that does mean. Red key activated, and man, this thing is funner than a motherfucker, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I hit these corners and look, I couldn't have did this with the other cars. A lot more drive. There's a lot more power. It's a different type of beast, and just the fact that I can adjust, the struts and all that type of shit and everything, right? And I'm not going to really do any mods on this car. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows if this car will even last longer than summer? But you know what? Who cares? Because it was fairly cheap. And to be honest, and I'm not being tone deaf, fuck you guys, right? I haven't owned an actual car, like a car that I drive for real, that was under 100,000 in maybe 15 years, okay? The Pacifica minivan doesn't count, all right? And I'm sorry, Jeff, my potheads. Anyways, the wide body kit is really what gets me. That motherfucker just looks so gangster. It just looks diesel. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to, I'm not like, look, I'm in no rush to put an exhaust or a tune. Look, I'm actually, I just bought some springs, so I got some H&R. I'm going to drop that bitch on the ground, get an alignment. I might, no, I'm probably going to add a front spoiler. I like the rear wing. Other than that, this bitch ready to go, all right? And I might do some downpipes just because. And then if I have to tune something just to get the check engine light off, then cool. But I drove that bitch on the freeway yesterday, and I didn't get to open it up like over 120, you know what I'm saying? I was like 117, 120. Just trying to get it like, gauged. Only got a couple hundred miles on it. So I will do that when I get back from this spring break RV vacation. And look, I'd like to say thank you to my girl Jen at O'Gara Coach, the whole O'Gara team there. It's crazy. I think this is the 16th car that I've bought from O'Gara Coach, right? That's a lot of fucking cars, okay? It's probably $3-4 million like I've spent at that fucking dealership. But I think since 2005, 16 cars. Might be 17 actually. Might be 17. And the crazy thing about it is in 2005, when I first walked into that dealership to get my Bentley GT, the fucking dealership looks exactly the same, right? But the lady at the front desk, I won't even never forget this shit. I was in 2005, I was 32, right? This lady was probably younger than me. She's about my age, actually. You know what? She asked me if I was there to wash a car. Now, mind you, I was wearing a white tee, 2X tall, with some khaki dickies on, and I almost got that bitch fired, right? So anyways, when I picked up the car, I'm waiting for some final paperwork. I decided to walk into, now it's just McLaren. Before it was mostly Rolls Royce, Bentley there. So, I walk into the McLaren dealership and I walk inside. They got a Bugatti Veyron, they got a 918, but on the right side, where the Koenigsegg dealer, blah, blah, whatever it is. But in the McLaren dealer, they got a Senna, they got a 720 Spider, they got a Speedtail, they got a P1, all these cars over $1 million, okay? Checking out the Speedtail, boom. Immediately, like 2 different salesmen were like, hey, man, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I saw you at the F1 event, man. How you doing? Can I get you a key? You want to check out the car? You want to look at the P1? Cool. And by the way, Tom O'Gara, who owns the dealership, he has a black P1, and you guys already fucking know. I do want a P1. It's only one of the only cars I ever owned, and you know what? It's black on black. He wants a little bit too much for it. He wants like 1.5. They're not going for that much anymore. But, the sales dude, I don't know what his name was, like, hey, man, you want the key? You want to sit and you want to check it out? And let me say this, okay? Anyone who says people don't change around you after you get some money, they're full of shit or they're just delirious. I'm sorry, they're delusional, not delirious. Maybe both, okay? And as they should. Salesman got to be smart, right? I can't judge, whatever, but it goes both ways, okay? Meaning the customer and the client. Can't walk in about, I got some money, I'll be this way. Like, bro, you only get your fucking feelings hurt. Walk into a motherfucking McLaren dealership and try to get the Artura, and you see somebody that's buying a Speedtail, don't expect to get treated the same way, okay? Most of the time, people, especially with now, but Bentley, these other dealers, they don't give a fuck if they get canceled. Not saying that they're racist or anything, they don't give a shit. They don't care. Their demographic don't fucking rely on any of that cancel culture shit. They don't give a fuck, okay? But don't expect to get the same treatment if you walk into Gucci just because you bought a belt. They ain't grateful for your business, and it doesn't matter. Fuck, don't try to act all weird because you bought a belt. You got 19 motherfuckers in the store with you chilling. Oh shit, you gonna get it? Oh, you gonna get them slides? All right, cool. Meanwhile, you got somebody who's ready, he's in there burning down the store with his girl, buying ready to wear, buying all the luggage and shit, accessories, and all the way from A to Z. Look, they're going to get treated differently, okay? Anyways, all I'm saying is I walked into the McLaren dealership to learn. There's nothing in there that I fucking needed to see, right? Whatever. But I walked in there almost waiting for someone to say something slick to me, okay? Even though I was buying a car that day, possibly the cheapest car in the history of their lot. Like, I don't think there's been a car in there that was, $96,000. Highly doubt it, okay? But I got to stop being petty. Like, I was literally looking, I was like, it's so funny. They got a black lady that works in the front desk now. I was like, really? Like, oh, well, that's good. I'm sure she must deal with some shit. Well, who knows, though? Maybe things have changed. I'm just saying I was waiting for someone to say something slick to me. Like, what? Nah, I'm playing with y'all, man. It's terrible. It's a terrible flaw of mine. Is that I got that Aria Price chip on my shoulder, and just fucking, if Aria's listening to the show, she's going to text me, fuck you, Ben. Anyways, that's why I shop online for cars. You know what I'm saying? I don't like walking into dealers unless I'm copping something for sure. And even when I'm, like, some of these guys, they know me. A lot of car dealers, a lot of exotic dealers across the entire USA, they know me. So, they ain't really going to be like, they're cool. And no, I don't think they're going to be like, yo, can you, bitch? Don't start with that shit, please. But just so you know, when it comes to exotic cars, luxury cars, phantom shit like that, maybe Rolls Royce actually has some but exotic cars, there are no test drives on exotic cars. I'm wrong. Definitely on a Bentley and a Rolls Royce, I've gotten some test drives. They let me have the car for the weekend, whatever. But anyways, the Hellcat Red Eye is definitely a different type whip, okay? And I was going to grab a Demon. I was looking at one for the last couple weeks, and I just didn't want to spend $150K for that bitch. You know what I mean? Like, because I know they've gone up here and there, and there's some even going for 200, they tripping. But it's like, I know for a fact I'm not going to have that car for 5-6 months. It just wasn't like, that's what I was looking for. Look, I wanted a car that I could throw London and Rider in, right? And just have a cool little low-key car. And it is low-key for what I'm doing, right? And have even, if I want to have a trip, even though, I drove Nick around it yesterday. She didn't have much to say about it. Let's see when she drives it. But, just needed another 5-seater car, right? But the overall handling in this car is so much better than the previous models. And the torque, the power and force that this car has feels faster than my Trackhawk did. That's for sure, right? Again, we shall see when I get on the open road and I drive over 140, right? That will tell me everything I need to know about this Hellcat Red Eye, okay? But, until my Model S Plaid edition comes in, this is just going to have to do. And I'm not even mad about it at all. I love this fucking car. I am laughing that I'm saying this shit is fucking great, okay? Actually, I can't even wait to drive this fucking car to the Bay Area, have this bitch do San Francisco, drive this to Oakland, all that shit. I just can't wait. I'm excited. I'm actually going to get a fucking radar detector for that shit for sure. Radar jammer, all that shit. Lastly, look, the coolest fucking thing about this experience getting this car, and now I'm going to get one for all my other cars, is O'Gara Coach sells this Z plate, or what the fuck it's called. It's a new digital license plate. For those of you who've seen that little thing, let me explain to you, it is a for real legit license plate. Legal, legit. It is only legal in 3 states right now: California, Arizona, and one other state. It is a digital license plate for real. It's like, boom. And you can legit run a vanity message. You can actually change your plate number. So let's just say, for instance, your license plate number is 2CU-BTTL, right? You could change that shit to BBDTC. If it's available, it is directly connected to the DMV. You could change your actual plate number twice. If you want to do vanity, or if you want to do regular shit, there might be a fee for the vanity, but like one of the Rolls Royce had like just a regular license plate, and then she switched the plate from, it was a white plate with black letters. She switched that bitch to black background, white letters, and it said California, December 2021, expiration date, boom, the plate, the tags, all that. The coldest part was on the bottom. It said Rolls Royce is the ultimate luxury. So you already know I'm putting Ben Bar to the chain. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit. Shit's crazy. But you can change your plate number twice a month if you want. It immediately registers with the DMV. The cost of the plate is under $700. All right. And when you get it, it's free for a year to have that service and everything else all tied in, right? And then after that, it's like $5 a month. All right. It's fucking sick. It is like crazy. I'm literally just I can't wait to do this shit with my other cars. It's just really, really fucking cool. Anyways, so now, oh boy. 2 days ago, when I was busy in my own world, picking up my new fucking Hellcat Red Eye, Michael Rapaport, aka the podcast god, aka the reason why I am behind this mic right now and podcasting, period. Okay. As you know, Michael Rapaport's team, the Dust Brothers, they are a majority reason why I am a professional podcaster today. All right. So anyway, sorry. Look, Mikey decided to post some spicy DMs that he got from Kevin Durant. Okay. It was a heated exchange, verbal text argument, a lot of pussy ass bitch, fuck you, this and that, and fucking fuck your wife, and you a bitch, you a pussy, and I'll fucking punch you in the mouth, I'll spit in your face, all this crazy shit. Okay, let me be completely honest, all right? KD is definitely a little weird, okay? And he's sensitive, wants to get mad at me, fucking cool, whatever, all right? But listen, I'm very weird, okay? I just can't imagine being that famous and that talented and worrying about what Mike Rapaport has to say. I just be honest with you. And I fuck with rap right here and there, right? Don't agree with everything he says, but definitely, I see eye to eye on certain things. I see why he does certain things. At the same time, there's things that we definitely disagree on, like when it comes to police and other shit like that. And some things, you know what I mean? Like, with rap beef, he doesn't want it to ever get to the streets, but I'm like, fuck that, bro. Motherfuckers got to get hurt and whatever. But look, Mike Rapaport does rile people up, okay? But KD said some shit that was a little bit out of pocket, all right? And while it might sound like it was warranted, mostly because Mike goes so fucking hard at other people. People are like, yo, you could dish it, but you can't take it. Like, look, all it took was one good poke to drive Kevin mad, all right? And I know, look, they talk crazy to each other, boom, whatever. I said some shit crazy to Kevin here and there in the DMs here and there. The thing is, Kevin talks a lot of shit, all right? It's nothing new. He'll do crazy shit. He'll do some fucked up things and piss people off and troll. So I honestly couldn't tell where he was being serious, whether it was 100% or if it was, whatever. But look, now, was this an April Fool's joke? Look, I want to say I'm a betting man, and I know, what I'm saying, because look, Dust Brothers are behind the scenes. They got to produce this shit. They got to put shit out. Boom. They're super close to rap. I talk to rap. Katie's my boy. And I guess, look, maybe we'll find out today, right? Or maybe I'll find out by the time this airs. But I highly doubt it. There's nothing that that says that this shit is something that I would see. Reason being, look, besides me being friends with both of them, no, fuck that. No, besides that, look, once KD posted the Portnoy, I don't even know how to fucking pronounce that dude's name, right? The Portnoy Portnoy, whatever, the dude who fucking CEO, or the stool president, what the fuck his name is, about him winning the lawsuit against Rapaport, that's when I knew shit was going to go all bad. Like it was going full bad, and Mike was going to go 100% bad. But he already did. I'm reading these shits like 2 hours late, okay? It's no secret that Mike hates Barstool Sports and that Dave Portnoy and all that shit. And to be honest, look, I don't even know much about that Dave Portnoy dude, okay? But anyone that rocks with Trump that heavy is nobody I want to associate or kick it with, okay? And there are some things I've seen on their page, and they have some shit that's sus, right? I know a lot of other people don't see it the same way. Cool. Look, I'm not telling you guys to steer one way or the other. I'm sure people who listen to this show are probably big fans of Barstool Sports, and cool. It's just that my loyalty lies with Rapaport on this because, when it comes to his battle, Rap got a bad lawsuit going for several years now. Not the one that they, that I guess the judgment went against him, right? He lost or whatever, or thrown out, whatever the fuck it was. There's other lawsuits that he has, right? That defamation case was just one of a few. And again, I'm coming straight down the middle, bro. Okay? You guys have to understand, I'm straight down the middle. Hearing just sound bites of the deposition of that dude Dave's against Rap's attorneys, I can see where the judge might have sided with him, okay? But I could also see where it could have went Rap's way as well, all right? Now, where I have to be fully transparent and disagree with Rap in regards to this KD thing, right, is I don't agree with Rap posting the DMs, okay? Now, in my history of screenshots, whatever, boom, I may have posted some joking DMs with friends who gave full consent, okay? Not a lot too, just a few here and there. Or might have posted, I think I posted, one. I posted, wasn't Juice WRLD, who was it? It was probably XXX Tentacion, right? I posted a screenshot of his. He sent me some really, really kind-hearted shit. How he said, man, I envy that love you have for your son. I could tell how much you love your kids and all that stuff and everything, right? But anything that's discreet or in anger, some violent shit, of course, in a sexual matter, I don't want to use the word snitch, man, but you know what? It's dry snitching, okay? Them photos got to stay in your photos app, dog. Come on, Mike. I can't rock with that, right? And I'm sure there's a lot of shit you can't, but I'm just saying, a lot of people hit me up to ask my opinion, and look, it don't change how I feel. Just saying, dog, I can't rock with anyone having their privacy violated, all right? So Kevin Durant commented, I don't know if you saw this because people screenshot it, right? But Kevin Durant commented on Rap's post, and he said, yo, what? Really? You tripping like that? Look, we talk like this all the time. We've been talking like this for years. Now you want to get serious? And then he deleted that reply. But like I said, once he posted that Barstool post, that was where I don't even think KD realized he went too far, right? And, he didn't know, that was where it triggered the bad way, right? And I seen these dudes go on there, and this white boy, some 1 Minute Man dude talking. I look at he sounds really good. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Dude is going at rap, going heavy, going hard here and there, boom. And look, when you're a public figure, you're up for critique. Okay. Don't know who that dude is, right? He could be somebody big. Would I put some money on the shit and find out who the dude is? Does he have the accolades Mike does? No. Does that warrant what Mike take to talk shit? No. Okay. Can Mike talk shit? Yes, he can. He's done some of the greatest ones. I don't know what is going on with dude or whatever. It's my boy. But I'll tell you, that 1 Minute Man guy, sometimes you have the dog. Every dog has its day and it's cool. But look, my boy Rap, I know for a fact that he's actually owed money. And look at when anyone, I don't give a fuck who you are, is owed money from their employer, shit is no bueno. All right. So I can't really speak on the legal system. It's a lot of shit that I'm sure they can't talk about. I think that Rap is definitely going to get, this motherfucker is probably going to end up spending, millions of dollars in legal fees to keep going against Rap. And I don't know. Hope Rap gets his bread. I don't know. It's just a ugly fucking situation. And it ain't even, this is a whole different beef that got entered in. Just happened to be that coincidence. This fucking triggered all this shit and everything else. Look, all I care about is I hope these two fools, KD and Mike, can just squash this shit, agree to disagree, whatever the fuck it is. They've said what they said to each other and just be cool. All right. If it's an April Fool's joke, I'm going to say some shit to both the motherfuckers. That shit is, I hate April Fool's jokes. Be like, oh, you're like, but I like joking here and there. Do all that shit on every other day but April Fool's. Okay. All right. I love Rap. I like KD, but I hate all that culture vulture narrative that's going on behind Rap's name. Let me tell you something. That is one thing that Michael Rapaport is 1,000% absolutely not. Okay. That is 100 million billion fucking percent. Now look, Mike is definitely a proud Jew and everything else, but that motherfucker is as fair as it gets. If anything, he is really, really, really supportive of the underdog, of the under race, of everything. That motherfucker ain't stealing from nobody's culture. He is a solid dude, and I rock with my man. Anyways, that shit got the internet talking, and damn, yo, with all that, look, it's time for a Lakey Lake breaky break. All right, we'll be right back with more BTB. As anyone knows who watches the news or scrolls down their Instagram timeline or Twitter timeline, and if you have any Asian friends, then you know that there have been more attacks against Asians. A 65-year-old Filipino lady was getting beaten up by this fucking punk bitch ass fucking dude, black dude from the Bronx, some shit, whatever. And he apparently had killed his mom, was in jail, got out, did all this shit, whatever. He got arrested. But look, definitely a lot of this shit I'm seeing dudes get attacked on the subway and the shit's being highlighted. And as I've said, look, Asians are very resilient. And all I'm saying is it's going to take one person. One person's going to fight back. And I'm telling you, one of these dudes, white, Persian, black, fucking Mexican, Latin, whatever, is going to catch a bad one from one of my peoples. And then it's going to be on some other shit, right? And then we're going to be the bad guys. Look, I need to chill the fuck out. Okay? I've said what I said about it. I think that there's other things that have been going on. There's enough talk about it. I don't need to say about whatever. Boom. I've said enough to say what I need to say. Okay. Because there's a lot of fucking weird boundaries on this shit. And I just know that I'm not letting, it ain't going to happen. Oh, you never know. Fuck that. I will dedicate the rest of my life, stop podcast, stop everything. I will put all my energy in fucking whoever want to step that route. They don't know me. They do know me. Whatever it might fucking be. I have bread, all right? And I will use that savings, that crypto, the fucking kids trust fund to motherfucking do the Korean Liam Neeson shit and use my special talents to fucking end somebody, end their family tree, family name, all the above, all right? Of course, it got me hot, but I'm just saying, this shit is just really crazy. And, people crack me up when they sit there and be like, oh man, you don't want to say something, or, boom. Or it's like the same shit. Why didn't motherfuckers jump in? You motherfuckers are quick to tell me, oh, why you hating on Jay Mazzini, man? Why it ain't your business. Okay? But that's the same motherfuckers that don't say shit when you see a lady getting beat up on the street. Man, fuck that shit. Yeah, you might risk getting your ass kicked, whatever. Do something, motherfucker. Back to Asian people. The fetishizing of Asian women has got to stop. I have talked about this low-key for decades. For like 2 decades, I felt this way, okay? Even like in the motherfucking early 90s, I was talking about this, okay? For any of you guys who were on MySpace back in the heyday, and I'm talking like 2004 to 2008, okay, then you know who Tom is from MySpace, okay? Now, by random coincidence again, and that's why I am the Forrest Gump of hip-hop, but Forrest Gump of just pop culture, right? One of my classmates from elementary school, Colin, not a rich kid, none of that shit, everything, whatever. I've known Colin since 2nd grade, and Colin was one of the co-founders of MySpace. He was one of the 4 guys that co-founded MySpace with Tom, okay? Totally fucking random. And I think Colin is probably not aware of the things that I'm about to say in this rant about Tom. Okay, so let me begin. Fuck Tom Anderson. Goofy, cornball ass, all right? I don't give a fuck how much fake philanthropy or charities that he gets involved in, if he has any. Don't know if he does. Trying to be a target. Fuck that goofball, all right? He is the worst, okay? The absolute most biggest piece of shit Asian girl fetishizing white boy I've ever met in my lifetime, all right? His obsession with Asian women on some geisha girl shit is creepy as fuck. It is also the strongest obsession I have ever seen of anyone, and I've interacted with millions of people. Like, he is a freak, bro. He is creepy as a mother. He really is a predator, okay? And not at a level of Jeffrey Epstein, but you're talking about someone who's the worst ever. And you got to understand, like, you could be 10 times not as bad as Jeffrey Epstein and still be horrible, all right? But let's just say a story were to come out later, next week, 2 years, 5 years, who knows? If a story were to come out about Tom from MySpace, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Okay, he dated a few girls that I know. He actually dated one chick for a couple years. This chick, I don't want to say her name. I was thinking about saying her name, but they lived together and everything. And of course, all these girls were Asian, all right? And this guy would treat these girls like they were the help, like real shit, treated them like they were fucking pets. Nah, I ain't rocking with none of that shit, okay? He would only frequent the Asian clubs and like from OC to fucking Koreatown, all that shit. Look, what I mean is he only preyed on Asian women, okay? Again, biggest dirtbag, fake, humble cocksucker. The biggest I ever met, okay? And if he has anything to say, I'm all ears. Listen, I will slap the mayonnaise out of that motherfucker, okay? I will slap the fucking Hollister shorts off that bitch motherfucker, all right? Like, that's it. Just had to say that shit because I'm sick of that fetishizing shit. Man, this is some fucking other shit. Right? Now, another dumb fuck, except this one is Korean, okay? Actually, you know what? She wins dumb fuck of the week, hands down, okay? Her name is Seri Kim, S-E-R-Y. Maybe it's Seri. I don't give a fuck what that bitch's name is, okay? She happens to be a congresswoman from Texas. Of course, she's a Republican, fucking super far right, married to a Marine, right? Caucasian dude, of course, right? And this is what she said yesterday about Chinese immigrants. I don't want them here at all. They steal our intellectual property. They give us coronavirus. They don't hold themselves accountable. And quite frankly, I could say this because I'm Korean. No, no, no. You dumb cunt, whore, sellout, shibal seki, dumbass bitch. No, you can't say that, okay? I want you to, listen, people, just visualize this, okay? She lives in fucking Arlington, Texas. She looks as Asian as motherfucking Margaret Cho. Listen, imagine what them redneck Southern hicks say behind her back, okay? Them peckwood ass, jelly sandwiches in the back pocket, tough skin wearing, shit kicking people. Could you imagine? And she's enabling that, okay? You are a fucking disgrace to Koreans, all right? This is the type of shit that white supremacists love to see. And this bitch gotta be insane, okay? She's definitely programmed. And honestly, she's probably used to her, this girl definitely used her yellow skin card to get where she is, okay, today. And you take it for whatever the fuck it means. If that's what you think it is, cool. But she flipped it all the way and reversed it. Let me tell you something, bitch. You are uninvited to the Kogi Cheap. Like, you are uninvited from, bitch, you, like, how, what? Like, bitch, your last name is Kim too? Like, oh, man, like, where are your parents? Like, I refuse to believe this bitch is 100%. Look, I refuse to believe she is pure Hanguk blood Korean. It's just a fucking shame. That bitch Siri Kim or some shit, the fuck her name. She wins dumb fuck of the week for sure. All right? Now, let me get into happy mode. Saw this movie, this documentary called Seaspiracy, about the conspiracy about the ocean and the future of seafood and how fish and turtles are dying and how these turtles are becoming, some of them becoming very extinct. And everyone, for the longest time, has given shit. My boy, he had a documentary, one of the most famous documentaries called Blackfish. Okay, great dude, Brooke. Love this guy. From Colorado. Don't mind him being from Colorado, right? Great fucking guy. Very, very, very decent human being. Okay. But everyone, including him, for the longest time, thought that all this shit that was going on with the birds and fucking anything in the fucking ocean, thought they were dying because of plastic straws. Okay? They thought that was plastic straws. This movie debunks that straight up. Okay? It wasn't no motherfucking plastic straws that was killing. It's not plastic straws that are even in the fucking 1 percentile of killing these sea animals, okay? So I want my plastic straws back, you fucking San Francisco cocksucker motherfuckers, in the entire 415 area code. In fact, it's a 5102 East Bay. I want my plastic straws back at all. McDonald's has them paper straws that dissolve and fucking taste like shit. I want that shit back ASAP, motherfuckers. Okay? Now, back to Seaspiracy. I'm not going to tell you guys what the cause or the leading cause of what is killing these animals and these fish, because I want you guys to watch the doc, okay? It's fucking good. There's so much information that you need to know about what's going on with seafood and the killing of the sea animals, and it's just crazy good info. Crazy sad, crazy eye-opening. Definitely watch Seaspiracy. It is on Netflix. So who the fuck doesn't have Netflix? Some people be like, oh, we don't know that. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear no sad stories from nobody. I don't give a fuck. Work harder. Fuck that shit. Okay. I watched the King Kong versus Godzilla movie, which just came out yesterday on HBO Max, the same day as the theaters, and it was pretty good. I was like, some shit I couldn't. I was like, all right, cool, It was good. I mean, maybe I'm watching with my kids, and I'm like listening to my wife complain about some shit, right? Whatever. But the final battle scene was pretty gnarly. Okay. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, the shit was violent, the motherfucker. And maybe even a little too raw for my kids, right? Like, London's almost 9, but they loved it. Man, I don't know. I'd give it a motherfucking 6, 7, who knows? I need to get fucking Jordan Winter on the show, one half of the Dust Brothers, because he's just great Jordan is a fucking brilliant fucking guy. This guy's he's one of the rare people on the earth. Anyways, as far as entertainment and shit like that, my top pick for this week is a show I found on Hulu. Could be on some other shit, NBC or something. Whatever. All I know is on Hulu. Okay. It's called The Con. It's hosted by Whoopi Goldberg. And of course, this shit spotlights con artists and exposes them and their stories. Look, like Billy from Firefest And then there's an episode, I've been watching this episode about this fake Saudi prince who tried to scam people in Miami and try to buy a hotel. Like, this shit is fucking fascinating. I can't wait to watch. I hope there's more episodes and a bunch of shit. Definitely check out The Con on Hulu. That is definitely something to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, BTB Army, everyone out there who supports BBDTC, thank you to everyone who bought my Kershaw Project 70 autos. That was by far the fastest sellout I've ever had. Like, that was around 30 seconds. That brought me back to like the first time I dropped autos. Like, that shit was crazy. And speaking of the Dodgers, today is opening day in Colorado where the Rockies play, where the Dodgers are playing the Rockies, but the actual opening day for Dodger Stadium is next Friday, April 9th, and I will not be here. I will be on the road in my RV on an 8-day trip, the longest we've ever gone and the furthest we've ever gone with my family, enjoying our vacation. But I really want to know, no offense to the Dodgers, right? I really want to know, when is the Staples Center going to let people in, right? Like, I'm like dying to get my motherfucking refund for my Lakers tickets. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to hit that orange zone on Monday officially, like this weekend, but Monday's supposed to go effective then. Orange zone is supposed to open shit up a lot more. I mean, I don't know what, whatever. I mean, things are kind of, it's just masks, right? It's kind of, I was at the mall yesterday and like, look, speaking of my Lake show, Andre Drummond made his debut last night against the Bucks, and he did good. We hung in there for the first half, you know what I'm saying? That just fell apart, right? Like, he's solid as fuck, defense, big dude. We needed this big man presence, like another one, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got Trez and everything, but like, look, we needed this dude on the squad. He's a solid piece, right? It's just that we lack a fully sound team currently, right? Like, Kuzma, dog, you are so fucking hot and cold and wishy-washy. I don't know what the fuck is going on, right? We just, of course we're missing LeBron and AD, but look, I wish we could figure out what to do without them. We win a couple games, you know what I'm saying, against some bullshit ass teams, but look, we have a decent squad. Sans Braun and AD, we got a good squad. You know what I'm saying? So we should be able to figure this shit out, but AD and Braun should be back soon, and we'll see, how AD, Andre Drummond, AD part 2, right? AD 2. We'll see how he meshes in with the purple and gold. And look, man, I want these playoffs to happen. Meanwhile, you know what, man? Whoever runs that Milwaukee Bucks Twitter page, it'd be talking crazy shit, right? Like, really going kind of hard. Like, more like, okay, that's where we're at now, which is fine. Cool. So I can't wait to go hard on them during the playoffs. And you guys know, when I go hard, I go Tesla rocket level. I don't go on no Cialis levels, okay? You know what? I was just going to talk about that Stephen A shit with Russ Whipple. I'm just not going to get into that shit, man. It's just fucked up the way that Russ gets done and everything, right? You already know I fuck with Russ Westbrook. Anyways, on some sexist shit, right? Not really, but really, I'm just saying, look, it took a long time for most men to accept women in rap, okay? But not me. I rock with Roxanne Shante, like, immediately. Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, like, I rock with them heavy, okay? Love watching women's tennis when I was younger. Could watch women's golf, right? But there is a reason there are no women's pro football, okay? There's a reason there is no women's NFL league or whatever, a WNFL. It ain't gonna happen, okay? And to be honest, early on in high school, watching Lisa Leslie score 100 points in high school, boom. Look, sidebar, if you guys didn't know, remember I went to Beverly Hills High School for 2 years. We were in the same league as Inglewood High, okay? So I got to watch, her play through high, whatever. I was not impressed. Got to see her play as a Trojan, boom, whatever. Not discredit, just saying. Where fucking the people are now, whole different level of skill level, okay? So when they say like, oh, boom, Wilt Chamberlain, blah, blah, no. Motherfuckers was doing their thing. Just like, I can say Michael Jordan can play in today's game. I could say Kobe can play in today's game. I could say Magic Johnson would own shit in today's game. I can't say Lisa Leslie would own shit in today's game with the WNBA games. Okay. The early WNBA games, I couldn't even get into. I remember the first play, I think she tried to dunk or someone else, and she got hung. And I said, that sums up WNBA. But look, I'm glad they're around. Gets the game more popular. But bottom line is, I watched a bit of women's NCAA games this past week. Saw that Stanford game, saw that fucking, the fuck was it? Was it fucking, was it UConn? I forgot what it was. Look, the shit was exciting. Goddamn. I gotta say, it's gotten a hell of a lot better. And I must have missed out on a ton. Of course I did. But I don't even watch men's college basketball. Right? But the shit was, I was like, fuck, let me watch this shit. That shit has changed. Okay. In fact, this year, due to just whatever, I used to be heavy in the tournament, March Madness, all that shit. I've been casually watching this year's tourney, right? But then heavily since the Sweet 16 and way more. It's been maybe 15 years since I've really got into it, right? And of course, I'm betting on the games, right? But let me say, look, I can't believe how legit of a coach Juwan Howard has been for Michigan. Like, I'm bugged out, right? And that ain't an easy thing to transition into, unless you're really, like, you got that real coach sauce. Like, I don't know, man. But look, UCLA took them out, and I'm hyped to see UCLA in the Final Four. You know what I'm saying? That A-clap. I'm not hyped to see the motherfuckers partying and parading in fucking Westwood because that ain't far from where I'm at. And that shit got me like, come on, man. Don't be stupid, all right? But let me ask you guys, who do you guys got? What do you guys think? Who's going to win it all, right? I think UCLA could pull off the major upset, right? But if I'm betting on the safe bet, my money's on Gonzaga. Now, my bro Norton, a.k.a. FaZe Rain, he came by the $1 Million Man Cave yesterday to drop off the brand new FaZe Clan 1000% Bear Brick, which isn't even out yet, okay? And it's good to see my little bro, but he's definitely still in bad shape. He's still in a wheelchair. He can't walk. I didn't ask how much longer he's going to be in that shit. So, look, he looked healthy. He's sober like 7-8 months now. So that put a big smile on my face. Yo, Norton, if you're listening, I love you. I always got your back, little homie. Phase up. Thank you for that motherfucking Bear Brick. That shit was dope. Look, before we leave the show, let's talk about TikTok, right? I was wrong about it, okay? Am I addicted to the app? No, absolutely fucking not, okay? But look, once again, for some of you people, how come he doesn't have this, blah, blah, whatever. Look, some dickhead has been sending DMs to girls, and not just any girl. Like, all these girls have huge asses, bigger than Kim K asses, right? Pretending to be moi, okay? He's using a Ben Baller, or the Ben Baller at gmail.com email account. Girls are screenshot to me. Is this really you? Blah, blah. Are you really to give me a modeling job and all this other shit? I don't fucking know. So I had to stop that shit. I didn't even know you could send DMs on fucking TikTok because I don't know shit about the app. I really knew nothing, okay? My kids fuck with the heavy. Didn't know anything, all right? So my boy Paul, a.k.a. PCG Sports, he got my name back because I was Ben Baller 42. He got my Ben Baller name back, got that clown out of there. And then my boy Alan got me verified. So, got 1,500 followers, you know what I'm saying? So I attempted to try to make some of these TikTok style videos where I don't understand what the fuck is a split or share, duo, dual, duet, or what the fuck it's called. But look, I just don't get it, okay? And honestly, Kaya knows everything about TikTok. She's way more fluent in TikTok. And she's in fact, as far as a phone goes, she's more advanced in everything. London's pretty serious, right? But even London has more followers than I do on fucking TikTok. Okay, so if you got TikTok, follow your boy at Ben Baller, of course. You know what I'm saying? The app does make me feel old. Another thing I didn't know is I never knew that you could actually make money. Of course you can make money from, trying to do fucking sponsored. I'm not talking about actually TikTok itself has a fund for its creators to legit get paid. So if you get a viral video or if you get, I think you have to have over 100,000 followers, you really can make some legit money. So me saying that the app was trash, I was wrong. Look, I had no idea how fucking popular this shit is. So popular, it's crazy. But I found some helpful videos. I'm laughing. All right, shit, I was wrong. All right, I found some MacBook hacks, some iPhone hacks to have my AirPods louder, and a couple other things double tap on the back of the phone. Who knows? Look, I don't see myself getting heavy into the app and doing dancing and all that other shit. Try to make some cool shit. I don't know. My boy John Mayer's gone all the way fucking crazy. And John don't follow that many people. He follows me on that motherfucker now. And he's made tons of videos. He's tripping. But I also don't see myself getting a ton of followers. I see myself getting, 5 figures, maybe 6 figures by, end of summer. Who fucking knows? I don't have any aspirations of becoming huge on TikTok, okay? But the whole purpose of it is to get my name back because that shit is important to me. So, yeah. And with that said, guys, I'm actually getting really scared of my phone. Put it in context. I'm getting so many texts and calls. This ain't a brag. This is like, it's a problem, okay? That is now finally giving me anxiety. Anytime my phone rings, I'm anxious. I get like weird. I just feel weird. And I don't give a shit. Like, but it just, they go off all the time, right? And sometimes it's a homie you just want to, and it just sucks because some people just generally want to reach out and say hi. I know the people who are trying to, hit me for bullshit and they just don't get an answer. But there are new people here and there. So sadly, it's like, look, I think it's time for my phone to be on 100% do not disturb mode, right? And I think I'm going to start using my burner Verizon phone account as my main. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just, I got a lot of weird energy and a lot of things I've been thinking about, just weird shit. But I got guys who want to do biz with me and they got long bread, but I just ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just so overwhelmed that anytime someone new comes in my life, it's like I have to figure out how to squeeze them in. And I end up canceling things with these new people and it just doesn't work. Get it. So be like, oh man, you don't realize this. Like, bro, like I got everything I need. So like, it's like you keep wanting to upgrade girls and they're like, yo, no, you found your wife. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, no, it's a similar thing with money, but it's very rare that someone is in a position to where they could turn down money. Okay. So I'm very blessed and grateful to the position that I'm in today and to be in this position. But I'm just saying, it's just my phone is starting to get me real fucking anxiety. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we can solve that and I could go full iPad soon. But look, anyways, happy April Fool's Day. This is not a joke, but please check your emails if you are on the bbdtc.com mailing list or if you bought anything from that website because I am going to be sending out a private link to cop some of my gold products just in case you missed out on some of them because I have some of my own personal stash. And on the weekend wrap-up episode, I'll shout the link out on here exclusively for BTB members only. And also, not a joke, I'm going to start giving out bigger shit, like ridiculous giveaways again, and all tied to my Project 70 cards, so stay tuned, okay? That $20 card could win you $10,000. It could win you $20,000. I'm not fucking around. Going to be doing more of that, all right? That's it, y'all. The Korean John Cusack is signing off. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you back on Monday for the weekend wrap up. Yo, Lakey, take us out of here, bro.